Hello, YouTube fam. How you doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel that I ran and I review. Crowdfunding, crowdsourcing, GoFundMe's have destroyed the toy community, man. You know what? It made it where everything is an arm and a leg to get. You got to actually back the item to get it. And I'm looking at the fact that other companies are creating items of the same size for cheaper. It may not have all the articulation, but it have more features, and I'm confused about that. I remember the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider mobile, along with the Ghost Rider. Like I said, if it was like a remote control car, the special effects, it had lights, it had sounds, it did all kind of shit. The Ghost Rider was able to sit on top of the car with magnets and with its chain moving. Man, for that price that they were asking, I understood. You know, my thing is, I look at people like Mattel with their Lightyear, with the XL-15, the ship. When you look at this ship, fam, you think about it. Mattel made this ship, it could fit a G.I. Joe, and this ship was, I'm going to say at the most, 50 bucks. And I'm just being honest. I'm looking at everything and how everything is priced. They're basically telling you, look, you got to do this, this, and this in order to get what it is that you're looking for. A lot of people are going the way of like, I'm going to back down. I'm going to back up. A lot of these situations are a little bit out of control. I'm just looking at everything that's going on, man. Cat Slayer, $650. The Cobra Airship. Man, I cannot understand that one. That's $500. I'm like, damn, Thunder Tank, $500. Galactus, $500. Like $400. But with all of these, you got to look at taxes. So my thing is, man, we're getting to the point now where we paying them to make the damn toys. So without payment, they will not make toys anymore. So I'm like, hell, I'm going the route of the independent and the people who got the shit on the shelves. Okay, Hasbro has gotten better with, getting their stuff to the shelves. I don't know if it was a distribution thing. I didn't know if it was a store-wide, chain-wide situation. Whereas if you look at certain stores, they have certain things. It's like if you go to Ollie's and you look, one store may have a plethora of Fortnite and G.I. Joe. Other store may have a plethora of Marvel Legends and wrestling figures. So you sitting there thinking like, damn, why can't they all have the same thing? That's just not how it works. Certain stores are allocated different things. They are allocated based on sale performance. So people are being sent and shipped stuff. But see, sometimes that's not the case either. Some of these stores are sent things, in hopes in regards that they actually sell it. Some of this shit is sitting in people's back room at Targets and Walmarts because nobody has, the man hours to put this stuff out. So, yes. And this stuff sits. We talk about places like Ollie's and say it's a graveyard for toys. No, it's not. It's a place where you can go to find some stuff if you're looking for it. If you weren't able to buy this stuff and you didn't want to buy it at full price, now you're able to buy it at the price that it is now. So, these are things that you keep in mind. These are things that you pay attention to. I'm looking at the Giant Man right now, and I'm trying to figure, will it get funded? It's basically almost at 88%. The community is rallying around it, to try to get it, done. At first it was like at 50%. So I'm looking at it. It's got like 5 hours left. And I'm like, wow, maybe it'll make it. But I'm looking at the fact, fam, that I think a lot of people are looking at it for what it is. All toys and everything like that is cash grabs. And before people say these are adult toys, all toys are for kids. We all know that. It's just the way that we took over this hobby. We took over toys. And I'm serious, we have. This is why you got these toys with astronomical prices, because adults are buying. And once we started to buy, they started looking at, we could do exclusives. Kids ain't gonna go from store to store looking for something. Kids don't got gas money. They got to get on the buses. They may have to walk. So you sitting here thinking, or, the parents, 9 times out of 10, got to take them. And, after a period of time, you get tired of chauffeuring a grown ass or a grown kid somewhere around, to pick up this stuff. So, like I said, this hobby has transformed. You know, it was $1 billion industry back in the day, but you know what? It's way past that now. You know, with adults shoving money in all different directions. There's so many things coming out, and we are being, you know, pulled in different directions, and there's nothing wrong with that, fam. You know, I'm looking at it, and I'm trying to understand some things, and I'm trying to understand why do we make a fuss out of everybody who's collect different things. That's a beautiful thing. That's one less motherfucker that actually trying to buy what you trying to buy. You get what I mean? You know, Jelly Bean, you understand that. You know, I was looking at the XL15 and I was trying to understand, you know, what is Hasbro doing wrong when it comes to creating vehicles? They don't want to create vehicles, just like they created those HISS tanks, the HISS tank 3, the blue one, you know, because I had the red one, I had the black one, shit, I had them in all colors, the original blue. But you know, the thing that I'm trying to say and what I'm pointing out here is they don't want to sell vehicles anymore because they just sit. All of those HISS tanks sat on the Walmart shelves. They were there and they just sat there. So I'm sitting here, you got $20 damn, $25 to $30 for this one toy, and I'm sitting here trying to make things make sense. You know, I'm sitting here trying to understand, why is all this going on? Because we are allowing it to go on. We are looking at it and we're trying to make an example of us. They're making an example out of us. If you don't spend, it won't be made. But you know what? This stuff could be made with no problem. $50 for the XL15 from Mattel for the Lightyear. And I'm looking at that, and if you look at the G.I. Joe Sky Striker, and if you look at the Cobra Night Raven, if you understand, you understand. When I think that HasLab G.I. Joe situation, far as for the, give me one second, for the actual Sky Striker, and that was for G.I. Joe Orion, I was sitting there thinking, why would you make this plane for that damn price? And I'm like, it got some flame effects on it, it got this. All this shit could be made for cheaper. But see, yet instead, you know, they are banking on people having that nostalgia, that love for these actual toys, how they feeling, how they thinking. Fam, you know what? I backed up on some of this shit. I had to walk away from some of this shit because some of this shit is just what it is, toxic. It's overpriced. It's crazy. People talking to us like we stupid. They feel that we don't understand, like we don't understand that these are dream projects and things like that. These projects are funded, to make us feel better. No, these projects are funded to make money. You know what? Like I said, once you have the original, the molds for the original and the mechanics behind everything and all the moving parts and the pieces, fam, what are we paying for after that? So each figure is being handmade. Stop playing with me. None of this shit is being handmade. This stuff is being made overseas. It's not being handmade. It's made in a damn sweatshop 9 times out of 10. And I'm looking at what is all the overhead. If, you got 2.5 feet tall superhuman samurai toys and, you got a Batman transformer that turns into a big robot and that's like $100, and the superhuman samurai is $100. You trying to figure out, you like, why are those just $100? What am I paying for? And everything else. You're not paying for anything. What it is that they see that it's an ability to make more money if people get FOMO. If you have people hype up a, actual item, people hype, oh man, people hyping it up and you sitting there like, man, I want to buy it, man, everybody got it. Then you got Ken Poo Live and Greg Cook and all of those people out there just showing off the toys and you like, oh man, I'm not saying that's what they doing, and please don't take that the wrong way. This is not a diss, anything negative towards those two YouTubers, because I watched them, and this is how I found out also sometimes what's in the store. But, again, I want to make sure I drive home the fact with this one thing, fam. We are the deciding factor if we pay these prices. You can say no. What they're going to do. They're not going to come and be like, oh, no, but see, you can't do this. See, we got overhead. We got things we need to do. Man, this is on you. You need to do this. No, you don't need to do this. You don't need to spend an arm and a leg on merchandise that is subpar. Some of these don't look right. And I'm going to be honest. Some of them, to me, don't look right. Now, I'm going to say Galactus, the Sentinel. What is that? Galactus, the Sentinel, Unicron. All of those look pretty good. For the most part, those look pretty good. I see those on eBay a lot, and people are still trying to sell them. Again, after the initial hype has worn off, people are trying to unload them now. See, when toys are hyped up and, people feeling it, and, you got that nostalgia factor. Oh, man, Giant Man. You remember, man, when he was a part of the Avengers? You remember in a comic book, he used to grow, and you sit there and look, and you be like, but what else did he do? Dude, this figure gets smaller. Then, like I said, there's no action figures with this. Okay, with the Sentinel, Galactus, there was. There's no tiers for this that'll make it worthwhile. Like I said, you need an Ant-Man figure, you need a Yellow Jacket, you need a Wasp. All three of them will actually sell this. Or, I forgot what Giant Man's real name is. You could have a regular character, and they actually have that out there. Add that to it. Make 3 actual good tiers of nothing but action figures. You could actually sell this, and you could sell it really quick and really good. But you know what? They're feeling some kind of way. Some people were saying it was because of what happened with the Ghost Rider, and they had the Goblin Queen, and what's his name? And I'm like, that had nothing to do with that, man. You know what? That situation, none of that stuff melded together. It wasn't like it was cohesive. It was just somebody, pushing something. And that's what happened. It was just being pushed. And people were like, I don't know if I want to buy this shit. I don't know if I want to be a part of this. And see, this is what's happening. You have the right to say yes and no. And a lot of people are saying no to some of this stuff. They're looking at it for what it is. Do I think Giant Man needs to be made? In my opinion, no. Not for that price. This figure could be made for $100 damn. Where's the 200 coming from? Where's the tax? Where's the shipping? What is all of this coming from, man? And I want to put this out there. We got to look at all this stuff, man. Now, Dream Project was Galactus. The Dream Project was the Sentinel. Now, I'm going to be honest with those. The Dream Project was Unicron. Now, I got to honestly say those are dream projects. Those big projects that you could actually see. Now, you know what? I'm going to be honest. Now, a lot of people have told me, I was gushing and everything about the the Super 7, Ket's Lair, and the Cobra Mothership. I was really all in on those. And, all of a sudden, I did what I did and I backed up. And I wasn't, about to get into this anymore. And I was like, I'm done with all that, fam. I'm done with that. I'm done with these big projects that cost, if you add them up together, damn near your rent. You got $650 for one and $500 for another. That's $1,150 damn plus tax and shipping. These respective items are going to cost a hell of a lot to ship. And see, these are the things that I'm talking about, man. It's not just the one thing that you pay. You paying for shipping and handling and taxes. So you got all this shit in there, and you trying to figure out why it costs so much. It doesn't do anything but articulate. It got what, face plates? The tiers most likely won't be unlocked. They're trying to get it funded. Remember, a lot of stuff go and not get funded because a lot of people don't see the relevance. They don't see what, the value in it. And my thing is, you got to have a value with this. Like I said, with the Sentinel, you seen the 2 figures that came with it, and you was like, oh, those pretty cool. Galactus, 3 figures, and you like, damn, I'm good with that. And plus, Galactus look badass. And, like I said, I want to get it, but man, again, I'm trying to figure, well, I'm going to put something that's going to take up a lot of space. Some people offered, with the Cats Lair, how to do the situation with me. And it's not like I don't have the money. That ain't the problem. When it comes down to things like that, you got to realize one big thing. After the initial nostalgia and all the hype behind it wears off, it's a big ass playset that's going to take up a hell of a lot of room. Then you're going to be sitting here like, damn, okay, what else could it do? And that's what I'm saying. It's going to take up the whole damn room. And I don't want that. And, it was just like everybody's been offering me that USS flag. And, they've been offering it at reasonable prices. A couple of years ago, it was offered to me for $150. I didn't get it because I couldn't go get it. And I have a motto. I will not meet you in the middle of fucking nowhere. No, we meet at the police station. We meet at somewhere safe. I was picking up something at the police station a while back, and, they seen the transaction, and they were figuring what was happening. And I said, this is a Facebook marketplace transaction, and I wanted to do it here, a place that we both can feel safe. And they were like, oh, damn. That was really smart. Like they were just commending us on how smart it was. But in the process, like I told you before, the cop was, telling me about Funko Pops and was trying to sell me some of his. And like I did look at some, I picked up some, but that was what it was. Like I say, I learned. I listen to people, I understand a lot of things, man. I'm not out here not trying to pay attention. You got to pay attention. You got to look at all this shit, man. It's all about winning. And right now, that's what I'm out here trying to do, win. I'm out here trying to understand what's going on. I'm out here trying to figure out what I could get for my money. We seen somebody put it in the group. It was a Cobra Terradrome. I think it was complete for $1,000. I'm going to wait for you to think about that. I don't think it cost me $1,000 to put them damn things together. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you and tell you what it was when I first got some of these. Some of the bases were 50. The top part was 50, like to put it together. So that's $100. Then all the miscellaneous pieces over a period of time, they might have added up. But you know what? Nowhere near $1,000 damn dollars. Nowhere near 500. Man, you got to look at it and you got to work on it. You got to take it a step by step. You can't do it all at once. That's what people mess up at. When you try to put this shit together, people go in trying to hurry up and do it, and you end up paying astronomical prices. Like I said, I seen a USS flag in box for what, $2,500? Dude, I'm not about to spend $2,500 damn dollars for no damn toy. Especially an old brittle ass toy. I'm gonna be honest with you. A graying toy, a yellowing toy. So you gotta make sure you think about all this stuff. Even though if it never been open. Shit, plastic do yellow, even though it's not open. So you got to look at all this stuff, man. You got to pay attention. You got to make sure this is something that you want to invest in. And looking at the biggest thing that I was looking at the time when I had the other room, I had so much space I could do a hell of a lot. So, I had a USS flag, but, that boy got, shipped off. He was actually, something that helped me buy some other stuff. Some stuff for moving because, like I said, I couldn't take everything with me, man. Real talk. I used to have storage units and I couldn't get everything out of there, man. I had to leave movies out there where people could get them. People drive around storage places, and pick up stuff. And, I didn't care at that point, man. I wanted to get out of those damn storage units. Over a period of time, I overpaid in there, $300 a month for 2 units, man. So you thinking, if you go 10 months, that's $3,000. Another 2 months, that's $3,600. Then you multiply, just do it this way. I'm going to just say if it's just 10 months, we multiply it by 3, 6, 9. You got $9,000 damn dollars. Then if you do it the other way and do it, you damn near at 11 or 12. So I'm looking at it like this, man. To me, it was a winning situation. If you really want to actually store your stuff somewhere and actually get low rates and actually sell some of your stuff at the same time, store some of your stuff in the antique mall. Put prices on it. If people buy it, that's one thing. If they don't, it is what it is. But you getting cheap storage. Public storage looks good, along with Metro Storage and all these other storage. You store it, and all these other ass places. They look cool for the first 2 months. First month free. Some places have second month free because they want you in there. And once you get it in, they know you ain't trying to get it out too damn quick. You get what I mean? You ain't gonna move all that shit out in them 2 months if you found a place. But most places offer the first month free. And think about it. That's a trap. I know you said you went off subject. No, I didn't. I'm gonna explain something to you. All of this plays a role in everything. If you're only dealing with so much of damn space, the next logical step is storage. And this is why I say that's a trap. You need to make sure that, whatever you're getting, it's worth you getting. Is it something that you can't live without? Something that, you got to make sure all of this stuff actually makes sense for you, fam. I'm just keeping it real. Sometimes you got to make it make sense for your damn self. And I'm just being honest. A lot of people don't make it make sense for themselves. They sit back and make it seem like you supposed to put up with a lot of shit, man. But till later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.